This is Jordan Tower with J18. Just make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, Fat Joe thinks he's a problem for all the podcasters out there. He says, Jada, we took 2 weeks off and they were celebrating and walking on stilts. They were loving it. Bro, nobody cares, bro. You guys aren't doing anything. Listen, this has nothing to do with Jadakiss, Fat Joe. Because Jadakiss is just, hey, he's happy to be doing this. It comes with a check. If it comes with a check, Jadakiss is doing it. If they lose any sponsors, if Boost Mobile stops paying for any moment, Jadakiss will leave. Trust me. You know, he's already doing some other podcasts with Sheik. They do it once a week. This is my point. Ah, man, it sounds bad when I say it, but it's like, Fat Joe, this is his third podcast, and it failed. I mean, all of them failed before that, right? This is the third one. Jadakiss has had a podcast for 2 years that nobody tuned into. You're not a threat. Joe and Jada is not a threat. It's not like some super duo come together. Now, everyone knew this, but I guess like the newer generation doesn't know this. And I was in, what was I, in high school or something when this came out? But, you know, we were into, I guess if you weren't into music around that time, you wouldn't have known that. Calling out names, everyone knows that was about DMX because he called out DMX's name in there. And around this time, Corrupt was smashing Foxy. That was his girl, Inga. And DMX had smashed Foxy, and there was some jealousy there, I guess. And Foxy was kind of, obviously, she liked that. She was leading it on. And DMX's answer to this was up in here. And I guess people didn't know that, but it's pretty obvious. If y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, party up. So it's like, it was pretty obvious if because the way it dropped around that time, and what he was saying, but yeah, I guess you wouldn't know that, you know. So it was good. Did Exhibit bring that up? Exhibit's brought that up, but somebody else brought it up too. Exhibit talks about it once in a while. He says, I at least expected that to be the answer, you know, because he kind of just did like a. DMX was crazy. I don't know, you know, like I've only been around him like twice. He's wild, bro. Like he'll just start doing push-ups out of nowhere. He'll just be like, yo, it's 2 a.m. Yeah, let's do some push-ups. Yeah, it's like, yeah. He was just like, and I only been around him twice. I've heard a lot of stories about DMX just being around the locks and everything. DMX was a wild dude. So he probably just randomly just was like, yo. He was probably just like, yo, yeah. let's just diss him on this track. Then we got we'll get to this in a minute. 50 Cent turned Family Matters into the Freak Off Matters. We'll play that at the end. Christopher Lovejoy, a.k.a. 600, a.k.a. set up Big U, right, with Wack 100. Well, he's trying to be a boxer. He gets knocked out in like 15 seconds of his first fight. He got knocked out. All that push-ups and all that he does, all that training, got knocked out. And the way he got knocked out, it wasn't like, oh, you can respect it. Like he was like straight up sparring. He almost like bent down to where the guy could just hit him real quick. It's like the big no-no Mayweather always talks about. Like you don't, you know, he got right down. It was almost like he was trying to go tie the guy's shoes. It's embarrassing, bro. Like you were not built to box, bro. I'm not built to box either. So like, don't be in the comments like, oh, you get knocked. Yeah, I would get knocked out. That's why I don't box, bro. I'm not going to play the footage from this, but Plies, right? He hated on, so he went to Rick Ross's car show, which is weird about this, right? He performed, bro. He was at the car show, but then he goes on to diss car culture. And of course, Rick Ross, this is his bread and butter that pays for that mansion every year. That mansion isn't cheap, bro. And I'm not talking about mortgage. I'm talking about upkeep. The upkeep on that mansion is crazy, bro. Just mowing the lawn is crazy. You know, Rick Ross don't got the time to mow it every time. Let's see.
curtains in the window, antennas on the trunk, hoops on as creative as it used to be, like it was they actually. And I was telling them, I said, man, I don't feel like the car culture as creative as it used to be, like it was back in the day. They used to have Lamborghini doors on box Chevys and scoops on the hood and bucket seats in the inside and power antennas on the trunk and Eminem themed paint jobs and bowling balls and 30s and loads and assassin rims, curtains in the window and mother crush interior. Regardless if you thought that shit was country or not, you seen the creativity in that shit. And all different kind of cars. Now I feel like it's building their cars for other and building cars for the hoes no more. Cause a hoe don't care nothing about a female don't give a about nothing under your car. Nothing. Now this shit became about who done spent the most money. Every boat, every screw that ain't no female care nothing about that shit. Other hard legs care about that shit.
So Rick Ross responds.
Money, right, and he got that old school Chevy, right? Because I had these questions in my DM. They say, I'm just trying to imagine what that feel like to spend that much money in a car. You want to know? Well, I'm finna do my best to describe it to you. It feel like if for the first time the quarterback passed you the ball, you took it, and you broke. The whole stadium stood up. Ain't nobody ever screamed your number. Ain't nobody city recognize you. You did it. You made it. Everybody who made it to the car show, you a hood celebrity. You a legend. You a superstar. I want y'all to know, y'all got the streets talking. Bro, get a ticket. Got an opinion.
You know, here we go. This is what Plies.
Car show, and they won at the car show. Them broke got an opinion. Broke get a ticket, but he got an opinion. The opinion is free. Just tell him you doing autographs right now. You doing it big. You was at the car show and for the big key holders. Oh, suppose you couldn't make it, whatever it may be. Third, the honorable mentions. We're gonna speak to all the big live. This Wednesday, we going live for the car show. Everybody in the DM, they want to get the bags. Me personally, this the pistol bag. This the going to get some more money back.
So anyways, that's that. I mean, I'm sure it's all in good fun, but it's funny. Then, you know, TDE, they have that case going on with, where I think it was like an ex-worker, right? Woman taking Top Dog Entertainment to court can proceed with doxing allegations. Lawsuit was filed by two women who anonymously alleged that they experienced harassment, assault, and more things working for the label. So this guy, TD, was running this like death row, coerced into drinking alcohol and being sexually exploited. I'm going to be honest with you. This probably happened, but we'll see. They need a clear example. Let's see. This is a clear example of a shakedown. This is what TD's lawyers say. A $48 million is too much, but yeah. And 50 cents. So let me see if I can bring this up. This is funny, but I got to see if I can bring it up. Device. Hold on one sec. Because 50 Cent redid the Family Matters thing. And let's see. I think I did it right here. He says, I didn't produce this, but it's hilarious. And it is hilarious, if I can find it. I think this is it right here. It says, oh, maybe I don't have it. Hold on one sec. And he even puts Young Miami in it, too, which is funny. 50 Cent. I didn't make this. Okay, here it is. Okay. This should be it. Boom. No, that's not it. Let me see. Okay, here we go. I got it now. I think. Tesla stock. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here we go. can't play the music, obviously. But Freak Off matters. Starring Sean Diddy Combs. Cassie is the side chick. Young Miami. 50 Cent Baby Mama. Kid Cudi. J-Lo. Age 50 still bad. 50 Cent. Jay-Z. Justin Bieber. Punisher. Executive producer Kanye West. That was funny. The last girl was Gina. Man. Good stuff is goofy out here. Anyways. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Smash that like button. Peace.